also creating another ministry. Why? We've been calling. See, in this country, I think we don't listen. Because if we do listen, we will know for a fact that, look, the government is working, it's the people that is not working.
So the Buhari government...
What the people just want is feed. But it will not end the situation. We have to listen. Then hold them accountable for their words.
All right, quick one to Daniel now.
Sorry to cut short. Do you know that just before coming down here, we had a report that some people have released their demand for the protest, which is not even hunger again. They are releasing that thing. They are saying they should go back to one constitution. They are saying they should do this.
That's why I was asking him, who are these leaders? And that's why I'm coming back to him now. Popular protesters, if I'm permitted to use that word, or people who have experience of protests over the years in Nigeria, likes of Barrister Femi Falana or likes of Professor Pat Utomi. These are names that when you mention protests in Nigeria, these men have led some. They've been some? They've led many. They've been a part of it for years, for decades. The question is, when these individuals are coming out to say, I'm not going to be a part of this protest, I don't know the leadership of this particular struggle, and I'm not going to be taking part in it. Who are the notable persons? Let's even leave notable. Who are the persons that are in charge? So that we can know what they are asking for. Is a leadership asking for the return of fuel subsidy? What are their demands? You know, we need to know what they want so that it won't become catastrophic from the very beginning. First,
you don't need to be notable or popular to be able to have the right to protest or demand.
That's why I moved notable.
Now, secondly is that as a Nigerian is a Nigerian. My grouse or my own position is the fact that, or what I'm saying is the fact that they that are making that protest, they are not coming out to tell the public that they are the one or showing their identity because, of course, I don't know, but because of I feel that it is fear of being picked up. I don't know about any protest, and in reality, fear of being picked up and being victimized.
No, I just want to say
the system we have in the country, the people you mentioned, they have their records of victimization. You get my point? They have their different records of being picked up, of being locked up because they went out to protest. But this category of persons who we don't know who become one way or the other faceless, they decided not to show their face because they don't want to be victimized. And that is why I believe, of course, we have record. Okay, if you were the one, you have not shown your face. And you already had that they have already started picking up some people. So will you come out?
You run.
Who wants to make himself the sacrificial lamb?
But the government said they are already speaking to these people.
Yeah. If the reality is, let me not deceive you.
Don't deceive.
The reality is, we have that technology. If the security, DSS and all that want to identify
those
the people that are protesting, they can easily get them. So it's not something they know how to fish them out. So the reality is that
government is aware of those who are protesting, of those who are calling for the protest, and they are meeting with them.
The protesters want a better Nigeria.
Yeah.
It is expected that the government also wants a better Nigeria.
Those also not protesting also want a better Nigeria.
Exactly. It is we can only guess they want a better Nigeria because we are not so sure. We have 8 men in this country. We have bandits. I don't think those ones want a better Nigeria. So
they won't protest.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
That's what I want. A better Nigeria. The government is expected.
The area boys who hijack to me not want a better Nigeria.
The area boys cannot just hijack on their own. Somebody will sponsor them.
This is the question now. Will a protest be happening on the 1st? Do you think a protest is going to be happening on the 1st?
What?
Or you think it's just social media, noise and cacophony?
Well, that at a very great large extent depends on the actions of the government. The government, of course, you can see series of meetings. SGF met, then the governors are meeting, and series of meetings. All this meeting is nothing but just for one thing, to make sure that August 1 protest does not hold.
Okay, so what can they do to stop the protest?
The only thing they can do to stop for me, I don't really think they should stop the protest.
No, why are they meeting then? They are meeting to stop the protest.
Yes.
So what are the things
I am saying they should not. Why do we have protest in the first place? What is protest?
To make demands.
to bring out whatsoever thing, your grounds, your anger as an individual, as a people that okay, our government. It's not about the reality is the usual channel, the normal channel of venting or communicating your anger to the government may have seems to have failed.
Broken down.
And the only way to tell the government that this is the situation, I am angry over so thing, this is it, is through the protest. So I don't think the government should stop the masses from coming out to say what and the reason, or bring out their anger, or tell them, or tell the people, or vent their anger about one policy or the other.
Beautiful.
What they should do is listen. What is the complaint of the people? What is their demand? Then give that demand and answer. Okay, this is what we are going to do. This is what we are going to do to meet those demands that you are making as Nigerians.
What do you think? What do you think the government now can do? Not in a negative way, but in a positive way to ensure that all dust settles. Because all these meetings for days now.
That's what they are doing currently. That's what they are meeting. They are meeting. They are showing us they are working. They are meeting to let us know that look, we are meeting with you. We are meeting with ourselves. We are meeting with the protesters. They are doing a lot. We shouldn't just say they are not doing anything.
What are the specifics? That
for now, I don't think. It depends on what the protesters want. If the protesters see them as working,
end bad governance.
End hunger. When we want to end bad governance, how do we end bad governance? Is it in a daytime?
No.
Is it in a regime time?
No.
Is it a process? Would it be like we follow the constitution? So there are so many things. You can't end this thing at once. Even the hunger, you can't stop it. You can't. Ruto wanted to borrow money to do what in Kenya? Just to borrow money. Or he wanted
finance bill was a problem.
And to increase tax. To do what? To better the economy. The people said no. And he came back and said, okay, we'll be importing potato. If we don't do this, we'll do this. For every action, there's a consequence. So let's also, those who want to protest, look at what is the timeline? Give government timeline. Give them what you want. And this is the time for them to achieve it. If you don't get it within this time, we'll go and protest.
All right. There you have it. Just the first topic here. And it's so hot here, despite the fact that we have our air conditioners on. It tells you that the atmosphere is charged. And why is the atmosphere charged? A couple of us saw the NSAS protest 4 years ago, firsthand. Some of us were even beaten and battered in the process of duty. But the question now is, did the people get their wish 4 years ago? Yes, SARS was ended. Now, it moved from NSAS to, even at the time, end bad governance before it became what it was. Until date, the government will still tell you that nobody was killed. Even though some of us interview family members of individuals whose lives were almost practically destroyed because of the kind of injuries that they had. We interviewed persons whose family members were killed on the 20th of October 2020. Those videos are still on our platform. We did those interviews last year. Some of us were beaten and battered. Perhaps if I wasn't a journalist, the government could have come out to deny it as well. But it happened and we had evidence. And we had everything to show for it. Now another one is coming less than 5 years after. Despite the fact that there's a change of regime, there's a change of president, but the people equally have the choice to make. Yes, they do have that choice to make. They can go out on the streets. The government can only appeal to the people. And how are they going to appeal to them in this circumstance? By ensuring that what the people want is given to them. The people are tired. They need food. Many persons are hungry. Many persons are poor. And something must be done about it. Very quickly move on to the next topic. And this is something that has been hot virtually almost all week. Even from last week, spreading into this week. Dangote versus Nigeria. FG versus Dangote. What is in it for Nigerians? Very quickly, for those who do not understand what has been happening. For a couple of days now, the richest black man alive, Mr. Aliko Dangote, has been seriously complaining on social media, especially as it has affected his refinery. Lots and lots of complaints. The IOCs have been giving him trouble, not allowing him get crude oil, and then to his allegation that some persons in government have some Malta deals and are ensuring that he doesn't find his way around it. Of course, the NNDPR boss came out to say that the Dangote crude itself was not too great, and that it wasn't up to what the regulation body wanted. The Speaker of the House of Representatives and his men went to see for themselves at the Dangote refinery here in Lagos. And on the way, they got evidence. They got diesel from 2 different filling stations, and then they tested to see what was truly wrong. But from the evidence that was noticed, it was discovered that not only was Dangote diesel good enough, but it was even better than those ones. Then the allegations kept coming. The allegations and counter-attacks kept coming and going. And right now, they held a meeting a couple of days ago talking about the leadership of the NNPC and Mr. Aliko Dangote himself. And then this morning, we have it on the front pages of the newspaper that the NNPC boss was denying that they had anything with bringing crude oil from Malta. However, research has shown that between 2017 and 2023, there was no movement at all between getting crude into Nigeria from Malta. But that in 2023 alone, I beg your pardon, between 2017 and 2022, no movement at all. But in 2023, oil worth $2 billion has been brought in from Malta. I think I should start with Mr. Adekmile and you. Anybody that is that has a phone and has any social media app will have seen a couple of things. Anybody who is conversant with happenings in the media would have actually heard and seen a couple of things. Dangote versus FG is not something we see very often. But this time around, the man has been shouting really loudly. Some persons have even said it's now a comrade.
He is. It's a comrade.
Yeah. How does it affect the lives of Nigerians? Nigerians are interested in themselves, but it looks like, when the elephants are fighting.
It's a big issue, and I think they need to resolve this issue quickly for our own sake. It affects us because if this guy is producing and we are able to buy directly from him, it can shore up our foreign exchange. What do I mean by that? We don't need to go and export or import diesel and fuel, diesel and so on again. We now have it at home, so we will be able to reduce price. He can export and make money for us.
Get FX, yeah.
Okay. But we at home, the prices will go down. And I think that's the problem. I think they are seeing that, because I was speaking with somebody yesterday, the person told me that they said landing cost of PMS today stands at 1,100 naira.
Landing cost.
That's what he said, marketers, that's what they told him. So
definitely this government is paying subsidy for us.
Well, I don't want to speak on that
because
notion because
it's 1,100.
If marketers
are we buying what we are buying?
Businessmen, the way they talk sometimes, they talk you into nonsense because they want to maximize profit. But this is the thing. Dangote refinery efficiency in Nigeria will affect Nigerians. We enjoy it very much because the price will go down. Now, I don't know what price. I don't know the price is also going to release, but we will benefit if government and the business sector just put their acts together. But if they don't, we are also suffering it because this man went all the way to build the largest refinery in Africa.
$20 billion.
So it's not a my issue. It's not a beans and cake thing.
It's not a my issue.
Yeah, we need to make it work. We should support him. But again, while we are supporting him, he should also do the right thing. Now, because this is a trade war between NNPC, marketers, and him. Even the IOC war is a trade war between the lots of them there. Yeah. But they should put their act together for the benefit of the people, make their profit, and let people enjoy.
All right, Daniel, whose side is NNPC on right now? Because they have their own refinery that has not worked for years, that they've been paying monies, taxes from Nigerians on some of these refineries. The NNPC boss told us last year that refinery was going to be ready before the end of December 2023. It was not ready. They told us it was going to be ready very soon, so soon. It has not been ready. He has now said again that it will be ready in August. August is exactly 7 days away. We are 7 days away from the month of August. So on whose side is NNPC on right now?
We have really become a joker in this country. At every level, we just do things as if we are. I don't know. I don't just know the word to use there. And the reality remains that when two elephants fight, okay, is the grass that will suffer according to the proverbs. But of course, these are two elephants that are fighting, and of course Nigerians will be at the end receiving end of everything. So if with the situation that we have currently, we are not looking at what the people, Nigerians, will be going through. Because when Dangote refinery came on board, a lot of us had a sigh of relief that, wow, they will be, in fact, I remember somebody told me that very soon we may be buying PMS at 200 naira. And I said, that would be great. You know, that would be, it would be great for us to have that in this country. We don't go to refinery, but they play by fans. We don't have that now. The situation now is that it seems Dangote refinery has now become more of a curse than a blessing. Because instead of us having the whatever progress in it, we are not. And again, a lot of people have also argued the fact that the IOC, they are trying to frustrate Dangote out of business, and he also has raised several alarms that this is what is happening, this is the situation. And one thing is there, we will not hear anything if they were having a rosy time.
True. So
it shows that he is not finding it easy. I have never seen for a very long time, if not for this refinery thing, that Dangote will come on air to say anything, you know, give speeches and all that. Over and over like that. No, I've never seen Dangote do that.
Yeah.
Something is definitely wrong.
Either from his side or from the
government side. And he knows
something is wrong.
For him to have said they should come and buy it, the man he has been frustrated.
He's not frustrated. No, the thing is that
he has been pushed to the wall.
I think it's a gimmick. He's trying to buy into us.
This is the question now. You know, there were allegations of monopoly on both sides, saying he has been known to be a monopolist. And the man and I said, okay, they say I'm a monopolist. I'm going out of further investment. Yesterday, we saw the Dangote group post pictures of Mr. Aliko Dangote with another African leader.
He's the richest man in Africa.
Saying,
he likes business.
Talking about business and all that. That looked more like some sympathy or help me or
patronage.
Yeah. That's what I felt. Okay, so they're trying to,
to tell us that you're going to leave Nigeria.
Telling his wife that if you are not, I'm not.
If you don't like me, I'm going out.
Comfortable for me.
My side chick is there.
There are lots of ladies on the streets and all that. So, and then you're not posting with somebody and now snapping pictures.
Forgetting this is the same country.
Status, that was how I felt, but that is fine.
I have been making all the money.
Is equally allowed. But the question now is, for the average Nigerian, Wasiu, Akim, Femi, Yusuf,
Unduma,
the man that does not even know what is going on, he needs this thing to benefit him.
Yes, so
the Nigerian people want it to benefit them.
Barely.
Like Daniel said, a friend told him, we are going to be buying 200 naira in the future. Dangote refinery has come, and then no show. In fact, the refinery itself, there's no fuel. By fuel, I mean PMS. Even as of today, they said there was a minor fire incident. But according to Dangote himself, we heard this from his mouth. Yeah. That was the reason why they have not started pushing out PMS and they will start next month. So it looks like something is still not right somewhere.
We know.
Nobody's trying not to talk too much.
They should come clean. If they want us to be involved, they should. See, we're already involved, sir.
Yeah, we are.
I don't think, but this is it. Like I always say anytime I come here, put the card on the table. If it's black, let's say it's black. When you see it's black, we all know that, okay, we'll read the book straight. But most of the time you see because of their business interests, because of their government interests, because of what they are trying to cover. Somebody gave me a theory yesterday and said that it probably is because of one person that is a rival to the Dangote people that is also having his own refinery somewhere. Yeah. That's why they are not listening. That's why the government is trying to frustrate it.
Not ready.
That's what we're saying. Now, again, what is if Dangote wants it monopoly, why should he be interested in monopoly? Why should he say they should not give other people license to import fuel or this or that? Bring yours. If yours is cheaper, people will rock it.
Of course. Of course.
If yours is more expensive, people will flee. You go look for another market somewhere else in the world. So let the market be free. So let it be free and free entry for everyone that is playing so that we can all benefit. But you see, when these people are talking, they are telling us what they want us to hear so that we can line up where we want to line up. But if they give us the card on the table, all of us can decide openly. Now, sometimes I don't believe what businesses are saying, because I know every businessman out there, I always say is out there to maximize profit. What is at the bottom line for Dangote is to reap his money back. Our interest is minute there. Patriotism is good in business, but again, it's profit that drives a businessman, not patriotism. They will set up the whole industry and everything. It's to make money. If they have made their money, they can now begin to look at patriotism. But again, let's give them the benefit of that. Let them make things easy for all of us. Let them show us the card so that we can know where to pitch our tent. And this kind of protest, we can protest and say, let Dangote enjoy.
All right. All right. Nice one there. But really, I mean, for the NNPC boss, Mr. Mele Kyari, I think I want to appeal and, speak on behalf of Nigerians this beautiful afternoon. We need our refineries to be working. The federal government have spent billions to ensure that those refineries are working. And the Port Harcourt refinery, which was supposed to be the first one to be delivered till date, is not working. Today, the 25th day of July 2024, deadlines have been broken. Many things have been said that have not been done. The last time around, he was saying, I'm not lying. We are not lying. In August, it's going to come to fruition. It remains to be seen if he's not lying or not. August is just 31 days. In a couple, 37, 38, 39 days away, we'll be in September. We will now know by then. But really, let these things work for the sake of that man, that woman on the streets out there. Very quickly, we move on to the very last topic for the day. And we are coming back to something we've spoken about in a couple of weeks. At a point, it was actually an anthem for us on the show. Almost every week, we're talking about it. The River State crisis. Again, supporters of the governor, Sim Fubara, and Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, clashed in River State. And once again, that state is very germane to the lives of Nigerians. You know why? The fuel that we get from River State is on the very high side. Now, I'll be starting with you now, Mr. Adekunle. They clashed at the health center, supporters in Obiakpo. We all know Obiakpo is the local government of the Minister Nyesom Wike, and then people who are said to be representatives of the governor. What is paining me in all of this fight is that it is not Fubara standing and throwing blows at Mr. Wike. It is innocent people who are probably at the foot of the ladder. People who take home from this old trouble is probably not up to, there's practically nothing from them in all of this. It's not even the big boys that are standing one-on-one and doing Anthony Joshua Samepita thingy. It's innocent people, injured, dying, dead. How can we put a permanent stop? It looks like the president's deal has failed because he met them, told them to squash the old problem and all that. But it has not happened. So who can help rescue these people? The innocent people. That's the persons I'm interested in. Those are the people we are interested in because these are the Nigerian people.
Now, the people themselves have to learn to know that politics is not a game of do and die. Somebody's telling you to go and fight your other opponent. For what purpose now? It's a health center. The issue was about women.
Yes.
In a health center, they are trying to give free health care. So we should all benefit. They should all benefit, but they are fighting. So on whose interest? The Wike and the Fubara, they are not there. This is for your own benefit. So if you don't want to benefit it, why not just go home and sit down and let those who want to benefit? So those fighting are the ones who have to learn. They have to learn to not fight and destroy their own property, because everything in that place where they went and destroyed the whole fight yesterday belongs to the people. I heard that they had to move the program to another hospital.
Yeah.
Now, those people in that locality have lost that program. Those who are sick, who are supposed to benefit from it, they've lost. So what is the essence of the fight in the first place? When you see the Awole guys and the other guys, the Obiakpo local government guys, they are people, it's wrong. We should learn to play politics right. There will be issues. Say tomorrow, bet me, you will still see Fubara and Wike in one event.
On the same podium.
And they will still discuss
on
one
the same podium.
But those of you, those fighting, throwing stone and pellet now, injuring themselves, some eyes would have gone to why those guys are settling.
For those who don't know what happened, so people that represent the government went to a health center close to the house of Mr. Martin Amawule. I hope I got the pronunciation of his name correctly. To give health services and care to people who need them. And then some boys, or some, should we use the word thugs now? Some persons came to check on what was going on. What are you guys doing there? we are representatives of the government. We are here for the people. And then before anybody could say Jack Robinson, stones were being thrown in the air. The police had to come, to fire tear gas and all that. Some persons could have possibly even slumped due to tear gas.
A child slumped. A child was revived later.
You don't even. One thing about health is you don't know how healthy the next person is. You only know about yourself. You don't know what condition the next person beside you is probably managing. You never know. So imagine you get into some kind of things. Anything can happen. Quite quickly now, Daniel. Eventually, like he said, they had to take away the people that were supposed to benefit. The people that were supposed to benefit from that healthcare program could not at the end of the day because of some people throwing stones, the police coming to fire tear gas, rancor, chaos, pandemonium, and all sorts.
I think again it's an issue of a lack of education and failure in the thought process of so many Nigerians or Rivers people or people generally. Because sometimes if you see the way we attach ourselves to some certain things that is not necessary, it's so much. Take for example, you could imagine how some people will go to watch football match and they will still break their head watching football match. You are watching a TV and you will still break your head, fight yourself because you are watching and arguing over nothing. Lack of education and failure in our thought process. So very, 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 very simple. So and the reality remains that I think River State, the political class in River State, they need to get things right. They need to put things right. I don't know what some Wike, the Minister of FCT, is still looking for, fighting over governorship. I don't really. I find since this issue have started, I find it difficult to really comprehend what is really going on. What does a minister, a city minister,
they don't put the card for you to see
in the state?
It's a abracadabra. You see,
our producers are saying
they don't give you the card fully.
Our producers are saying it's time for us to go. This is the very last episode of the Roundtable for the month of July, because when we'll be coming to you next week Thursday, it's going to be on the 1st of August, a brand new month, a special month. Of course, that's what August means. August means special. We hope that we indeed start the month in a special way and not in a controversial and in a crazy way. Thank you very much for being a part of this program. On behalf of everybody, Daniel Ayotoye, Adekunle Aliu, my name is Shegun Odunwayo, saying have yourselves a fantastic weekend that starts tomorrow. May you not be weakened by the weekend. God bless you.
Thank you.